13 civil servants who dare to speak up. As I speak to you, many civil servants across the country are yet to receive their salaries for October. This is not an isolated incident. Just like the drug epidemic that is sweeping across our country, government workers have gone for months without pay. And to all of the civil servants who are listening to this broadcast, this is unacceptable and you should be angry. When I was finance minister, I followed the protocols laid by my predecessors, Dr. Antoinette Sayer and the Honorable Augustine Peye-Gafwan. We made sure that the civil servant salaries were top priority in our fiscal policy. We paid salary every month and on time. If you worked in the Ministry of Finance during my time, you saw me climbing the steps between my office on the 9th floor and the 2nd floor where they process salaries on the 15th of every month to make sure at the time the wage bill was 23 million US dollars. The most important money in the Liberian economy is the wage bill of the public sector. You can't mess with it and give it some fancy name called harmonization. At the same time, you can pay the harmonized salaries. This is a failed policy. On the 15th of every month, we paid the $23 million directly into bank accounts that injected instantly $23 million into the financial system. That's how, look, there's no magic about this. It's the people money. You put that money in the bank, they're not going to consume all of it at once. That money is going to be used to lend to businesses, to circulate in the economy, from the government to businesses, and that's how you make people make money. So we did this for 12 years. 12 straight years. Dr. Sayer, Augustine Gafwan, Amara Kane, Bwana Kamara, we never played with people wages here and gave them some fancy title and take bread out of their and their family's mouth and subject them to additional poverty in the country where they were making progress. Today, people are unable to pay their children tuition. Everybody has been reduced to beggars in their own country. This government, fellow Liberians, this government has no excuse for abandoning our families and our children by failing to invest in their present and future welfare. I just came off a very tough campaign, and I see representatives and senators who are currently in the legislature and new ones who are about, along with me, to join them. We traveled our counties. We also visited our neighboring counties. Our schools are in sorry state. The buildings that were rehabilitated or constructed after the Civil War have been abandoned. The roofs are off, exist, and the children don't even go to school. The drugs are in our schools, destroying Liberia's future. That's what this election is about. It's a referendum on the leadership of President Weah. For example, in my county, Babulu, in Chief Jalalong's chiefdom of Gongwea, there is a town called Bayama. There is a school there. That school has now operated in 3 years because there are no teachers. They have retired the teachers, and the Ministry of Education did not deploy new teachers to teach the children. Those children's future are at stake. That is why we must elect Ambassador Joseph Yumambwaka as the king. We also have the health crisis. Maybe the other counties, maybe those who supported him, maybe their counties have the best hospitals. In my county, as I travel across all 6 districts, all of the clinics we built in the district headquarters in the first 12 years after the war, and equip them and staff them. Today, those clinics are not operating anymore. Are you listening to me? These are the issues. Don't forget about the personalities. Forget about the personal issues. Forget about all the things you're hearing in social media. Let's focus on the issue. There should be an issue-based campaign. The clinics, the hospitals in our country don't have medicine. Pregnant women go to the hospital and the clinics and they deny them entrance until meanwhile their husbands or their partners don't have job to pay for them. Then when the family get through, by the help of some family member, they come out with a white paper as a prescription. They don't come out with medicine. This is the issue. This is the issue in this election. If we allow this to continue, our life expectancy will decrease. We will be dying early in this country. Do you want to die early? Do you? My brothers and sisters, my friends, fellow Liberians, the issues here are not about somebody's age or somebody's popularity. It's about who has the capacity to change this thing. This is the issue. All across our country, our schools have been abandoned. Our healthcare facilities have been abandoned. In my county, I'm going to use my county. In Kolopani, for example, we built a modern clinic there and put a solar light on the roof and then the freezer to freeze the vaccines before this regime came to power. Today, the solar light is there, the freezer is working, but the grass has actually surrounded the building because nobody is there to run that clinic. The government has abandoned it in the last 6 years. The people there, thousands of them, living in that part in my county called Gunwunala district, surrounded by rivers. The Zimbabwe with Bon, the Via River with Lofa, and the Tuma connecting that region to Bokomu and Bopolu and the Morovia economy. There is a bridge that collapsed in 2020. Up to now, the people are using Kino for their transactions on that river. This is the issue for me endorsing my uncle Joe Parker. If you know me, you know that I'm a policy person. My endorsement is based on policy. My endorsement is based on good governance. If you care about Liberia, if you really truly care about Liberia and you call yourself a patriot, there's no way you can go across Liberia for a week and come back and say this regime is doing well. So this is the government that has smuggled itself after the tribalism of the regimes in the past, with most Southeasterners in its most powerful cabinet position. Let's talk it. After the war in Liberia, anybody who becomes president here must take the approach of inclusion in governance. And yet, they have abandoned the very southeastern region of our country they claim to love and represent, and have laid no infrastructure to connect their own hometowns with the rest of the country. In their own region, where all the government officials are from. The roads leading to government officials' homes in Monrovia are paved with concrete and quota. But they have failed to maintain the farm-to-market roads that the UP government built to connect our people with markets so they can sell their crops and support their family. Nobody wants to be beggar here. All they want their government to do is to empower them just by building roads and fix and giving them a working health center. Look, to go to the southeast, many Liberians are now forced to travel through Ivory Coast. But under the Unity Party government, the Unity Party of Honorable Joseph Yuma Boakai, the road to the southeast, even though not perfect at the time, I'm not going to claim perfection here, was open all year round, and that government even paved the portion of the road from Harper to Fishtown, Lokota. So, to my southeastern people, if you are listening to me, we know how you voted. You voted strictly along travel line. But think that the only modern highway in your region was built by which Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boakai was the vice president. He did not abandon you. When you elect him, not only is he going to complete a road and connect it to the Nimba economy, but he's going to push that road into Grand Crew, into Silo, into Riverside. He's going to do that. I know that because I did not just jump and endorse my uncle. He knows what we went through. Every time I came, I put him through job interview. I will ask him, I will push him. Because you need to know the heart of the person you're going to support to become the president. He told me about that. He said, I want to be president. What else do I have to do for the remaining time of my life? I want to leave a legacy and inspire this country to be themselves. I know my UP friends are happy that I'm back. Zayo! Unity Party Alliance, Zayo! Amanda! So that was about the roads, the schools, and our health care system. There's nothing. They don't exist. That's what I want you to know. Then as for the rule of law, I wonder who among us here listening on radio would like to approach the wife and husband of the auditors who were mysteriously murdered in this town, or a mother whose husband or son has been murdered somewhere in Liberia without any due process to law. Ask them if they think that this is a government that should be maintained for another 6 years. There can be no real government, fellow Liberians, while one single Liberian is being killed somewhere in his or her country, and our government holds their bodies for months and takes no action to bring their killers to justice. This is a pit. If one person is getting killed among us, and nobody is brought to book, and justice is not served, then we don't have a country. All of us are vulnerable. What about the babies and the women and girls who have been raped and sexually assaulted scot-free? Ask them if they think this government should remain in office after they petitioned the country's feminist-in-chief for his intervention, and he ignored their cries and lectured them during their protests. This disrespect for democracy and the rule of law has reached the highest level in our country. Not too long ago, the CDC government impeached and removed a certain justice of the Supreme Court for the execution of his legitimate duty to express dissenting views on a case that did not change the outcome of the 2017 election. That decision they almost plunged our country into a constitutional crisis. They continue to ignore the ECOWAS judgment in favor of the former justice. Now, can't clap now for Rad alone. If we don't, let me say this for you. Now, if you are listening on radio, you're not here. I'm talking about Justice Kabila Chane. Justice Chane is from my tribe. But Justice Chane and myself, not in the same political party. I'm not speaking based on tribal relationship. I am speaking because it was wrong. It was wrong. And the regional court said that it was wrong. Up to now, our government has not respected that decision. It could be you too. We have to stand up for injustice in our country.
Zayo! We get justice, Zayo!
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 But here's the key, here's the thing. When we talk about these things, anytime you and I criticize them, anytime we criticize their bad policies, they denounce us as enemies of the state. And those who accuse us for being enemies of the state are people who know better, are people who can do better for themselves without relying on government people. But they are afraid because they are driven by immediate political expediency rather than patriotism. But we are against those interested with our country's political and economic governance when they practice deception regarding its fiscal shortcomings when they charge that any criticism of their economic policies mean that we want to end the payments to those who depend on them for a livelihood for insulting their critics. Let me say, when I was here, I know what I did. I ran an expansionary fiscal policy, our government, because we came from war, right? You have to expand the economy. You have two types of fiscal policy: expansionary and contractionary. You do contractionary when there's crisis. Aluta, young lady, this is important. So, under Ambassador Vice President Joseph Yuma Baka's leadership, we were instructed to pursue an expansionary policy. Look, we rebuilt the hydro. We built the road to Nimba. We built the road to Basa. We restore all the transmission and distribution lines of LEC you see today. You do that through expansion. So when you run an expansionary fiscal policy, you run budget deficits. Here, the other side said budget shortfall. But no, what they're doing today is they don't tell you the status of the budget, right? At least our government, every 3 months, we reported our fiscal item to the honorable legislature. The IMF came here, we opened our books to them, they scrutinized our policies, and they gave us more money. It was not for free. We had to work. Oh, you know that government have plenty of donors here, you give them a lot of money. No, it was not free money, we worked for it. Through good policies. Me. And then they say, budget shortfall minister, budget minister. But budget shortfall can pay salary on time. Right? Budget shortfall was able to pave all the Moronga Street. Budget shortfall was able to raise the money to pay the road from Banda to Sonny. Budget shortfall was able to rebuild Liberia electricity system under the leadership of Ambassador Parker. Okay? But today, they are running budget surpluses. They have pushed the budget to 800 million. Meanwhile, the hospitals don't have nursing. Meanwhile, the schools are broken down. Meanwhile, civil servants are not getting their pay on time. Meanwhile, we are not paying our external debt on time. You have to listen to the remaining one so the Senator can speak. Zanyo! We need to get our Senator chance to come and talk to us. Zanyo! Amanda! Okay, so let me say this. To all my friends in this government, to all my friends that are hustling up Broad Street near the Ministry of Finance that are empowered to be themselves, whether you are Shushan boy or you are money changer, we connected you with the bank to help you to do your business. I want you to listen to me. Today, they even try to destroy your business centers. You, the downtrodden, they met you in these places, they wanted to destroy them from you. My fellow Liberians, a young man or woman, 21 years old in our country today, is not inspired at all. Because his or her leaders don't inspire them. They don't go to work. The work culture in our country is dead. All the public institutions are moribund. Nothing is working. The growth of the economy is the function of work. It doesn't happen automatically or through rhetoric. You have to work. Our bosses used to hold us accountable will work at 3 a.m. in this country to manage this economy. Today, just go to the ministry, go to the treasury building, the money house of the country. It looks like a dump site.
Yes.
This is a disgrace.
Yes.
Ambassador Joseph Nwabaka will not accept that nonsense. So if you don't know your boy or girl in this country, you know inspire. You know inspire. So the 21-year-old man dream that we don't dream today is the 800-hour motorbike. Hey, my people, the dream of the young people of our country is a motorbike. $800. Then our sisters, our young girls are vulnerable to men who prey on young girls. I mean, we all have sisters here. We have brothers. We know in our families, we have children who are suffering from the drug epidemic. You've got to change this for them. You have to. While the children are aspiring to get $800 motorbike, go around this town. All the government officials are now the favorite car in town, the Escalade, the BB, American SUV, long, black, yes. You know, with sirens. They cost close to $100,000. How many motorbikes can $100,000 get to empower the young people? This is the issue in this election. To all you young people who just to get paid out, you show your hand they gave you $1,000. You're gonna choose that. You deserve better than that. You need to go to a competent vocational school and learn skills you to have job in this economy. When you go out there, they make you go under the sun, this, that. You give your youth, after you get them power, they leave you. You gotta change that. I want to old man Baka, a leader with wisdom, a principled leader, see all the young people as his grandchildren. He will take care of you. He will take care of you. He will give you a better future. So, I ask all of you to reject President Weah on November 14th. And one last thing, how can you have a governor whose foreign minister cannot go by himself abroad? You heard me? We have a government whose foreign minister, the dean of the cabinet, the president envoy to all other presidents in the world. The only time you're going out of the country is when the president goes, you go behind him. Our image abroad is damaged, my people. That's what I'm telling you. We need to elect Ambassador Joseph Nwabaka to restore the love image of our country. And what this election is all about. So, what do we do? What do we do? We want a government that will make sure our children's schools are safe for learning. All our schools get volunteer teachers. We need a president who will appoint a competent and empathetic education minister. To actually go out and solve this problem. We got volunteer teachers. Volunteer teachers don't get vexed with me. You're doing a good job. We love you for what you're doing. But we got a curriculum that will prepare our children if we teach them properly. So we need to assess your qualification and send you to the Teacher Training Institute and then bring you on to formalize you. It has been proven over the years that this government is incapable of doing that. That is why all of you volunteer teachers across this country, I know the president said when he became president, he will put your on payroll. But he didn't tell the country how he's going to pay for it. Now, another crisis again. So, vote Ambassador Joseph Newman Parker. We in the Senate, together with our allies there, will solve this problem for the country. So what do we need to do now? All of us. The clapping is good. The clapping is good. When we leave this house, what are we supposed to do? We have to have the courage. The courage. Let me tell you something. In 2016, when the World Bank, the IMF, the African Development Bank, the government, all the partners that come here, they did the poverty survey in this country. I heard one minister go on radio and say they've taken people out of poverty. That's a lie. When in 2008, Dr. Toga Makitos led the first census in this country, as Minister of Planning and Chairman of Leslie's Board. After he signed that, he went to the World Bank as Executive Director for our constituency. I took over from him. So you're talking to somebody with authority. I want you to listen to me. The poverty rate established in that survey since 1984, the first survey since 1984 was in 2008. Was 68% of the population. Our population there was 3.2 million. Do the math. Then in 2016, under my leadership, we did another poverty survey. The poverty decreased by 52%. You do the math. The UP government of Joseph Newman Parker effectively reduced poverty in this country by about 10 percentage points. They took 350,000 Liberians out of poverty. This is not me. This is certified by the international community, including the African Statistics Institute based in Mali. Okay? So I want you to come back to 2023. About 500,000 Liberians have gone back into poverty. The poverty rate has gone up. They can't justify it. If you want to live in poverty, that's your business. That Liberia was not made to be a poverty-stricken country. All you need is leadership. All you need is leadership. And between the two choices we have, the leader who can reverse that is Rescue One, Ambassador Joseph Newman Parker. So, I don't want the program to finish. But they said they have plenty to do. So I came here today to fire you up. To fire you up. Go out and campaign. Go out find the money. Do it for yourself. Do it for your country. Do it for your family. Do it because you were not born to be in poverty. Do it because you were not born to be stretching your hand. God gave you talent. All you need is a government that is properly led to nudge you to live out to your best potential. So today, I formally endorse the candidacy for President of Ambassador Joseph Newman Parker. Thank you, DJ. So on this note, it's getting late. We need to do some very strategic photo. We now call on our stand-up who will come and
some photo. We need to do some photos before we get late.
Yeah, Amara and the
So we call on you, EMJ. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, we are going strictly. So on this note, after receiving great statements, I will quickly call on the man and incoming president. All of our political police elect, Amar Conan, the entire rescue team, all of our rescue children, all of our visitors, parties who have endorsed us today. I want to say here that so many lives depend on what we do.
Yes.
So many lives depend on what we do as leaders of this country. I know Dr. Martin Tesh, Honorable Conan, Justice John are all experienced people who serve our country. You know where we came from as a country. You know where all of you brought us. You know where we are, and you know where we need to go. And that's why we are confident that with the rescue team, we are going to rescue this country. I want to say on behalf of the rescue mission, I want to take this time to welcome you on the train. We are extremely grateful to have all of you, and we know that you're going to add value to the train. And based on your support, we can be assured that on November 15th, we all will wake up in the morning feeling very accomplished that we will have a new Liberia with Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boaka as our new So on that note, I should have invited the stand-up bearer to the stage, but we need to hear from, and it's very important for us to hear from the former Chief Justice, Associate Justice, Cabinet John.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Bajai, and our next president, distinguished personalities here, ladies and gentlemen. We all have come here today to make one clear statement that this country has to change and take a course for the betterment of the Liberian state. That we must work together, and like that's a Macintosh put in place that team of competent, dedicated team that will help Ambassador Batai to take this country from the pits of decadence to a nobler heart, a country that all of us can be proud of. So with that, I want to again say that I am fully on that train to help rescue this country from the hands of incompetence and corruption. Thank you, DJ, thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, may we all now rise as we call on this microphone the next president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency, the President of Thank you so much. Recognize all of you, the great men and women of our country, opinion leaders, and all of you dedicated Nigerians who are yearning for positive change in our state. Nephew, I've taken all my life. But thank you, Mama. Thank you. All of you who spoke before. As a matter of fact, there are certain things that I have to oppose to. The fact that the people are working. In fact, ambassadors now are presenting their credentials at Jamaica. That's where the work is. And that's the workplace we have to change. That was once respected. Yes. Let me let you know, Liberia will be restored in a way that people will wonder. And we are going to do it not because of us, but because of the quality of people that we have and the commitment of our young people who come with me. I want to say today that of all the days, today is the greatest day in this country to bring on board people who are committed to this country. I want to appreciate them. I want to thank them for making the choice to rescue this country for our young people. Today, we are in a fight to overturn a country and a group of people that they call kleptocrats. Can you imagine they calling your country, the leadership as rogue state? That Liberia was never was. So today we are here in a commitment to remove shame from this country, to restore the dignity of the country. And that is why we want to appreciate those who have come just for the endorsement. For the belief that it is possible and that we can do it. We ride cars with tinted windows, but we see the suffering of our people. We see the young people who are yearning for a new life. We live in a country where if you defer with the government, and of course, you are ostracized, you won't get a job in your own country. Today, all of that have come back. All the lies about what was in the past, they are made known to you. The choice is simple. How can you serve for 6 years and you don't have confidence in yourself? You're still looking for a way to cheat for the election. You're still looking for a way to stop violence. You're still trying to intimidate people. What can't your record defend you? That is what we all have to work for. To not allow these people to steal this election from you.
No way.
Let us defend it and vote for our people. Let us make sure that this country moving. As a matter of fact, the good way is in abundance.
Yes.
But we have to rescue this country together. And I want to say, the Liberian people know. The Liberians people know. The friendly people of Liberia. The Liberians who have not one day included and mass any group of people. Everybody, the Broad Street, people used to come to. We don't have to. It's not been all said. So we want to say to all of you, thank you. Make that one decision that will change your life. Just a few days away. And I can promise you, with all of the talents around you, the commitment, it won't take long. The people of the Southeast will enjoy good road. It won't take long. The Liberian children will be back in school. It won't take long to make sure that our country shine again, so that we can be proud of it, the kind of people that we have. I want to thank you for this evening. Let me let you know a lot of messages have been sent out to people to know that you were not made for people to buy your right with rice, with $50. This country was made for all of us, and it's well endowed. So, Liberians, what has been said, and want to say to you, commit yourself, go to the polls, cast your vote. That vote will make a decision, and make sure who are in authority will protect those votes, so that these people that are here today, you see them no more except in their private offices or elsewhere, will take our country daily for prosperity. And I know that is on the way. Thank you so much. Thank you all of you. Thank you all of these eminent persons who are served now in Liberia. They have served other countries. They respect. And that's what we want to restore. And I promise you, in 2-3 years, you will be proud of yourself and your country. God bless you. I was saying that we want to, in a special way, recognize an incoming senator, Aman Kone, and now the coordinator of the campaign for the White Republic. We want to give them that responsibility. We want you young people. Yesterday, I received out of about 150 young people they call it repentant seditions. I want to go back to the place because we want those young people to tell them, thank you, God bless you, and we say to all of you, in Nigeria, love Nigeria.
So that's the first of Liberia's former vice president and the Senate Barrow of the Unity Party, Ambassador Joseph Wakai.
The senator-elect in Honorable Amara Kone has now been appointed as the national coordinator of the campaign. So, ladies and gentlemen, we call on this microphone, the rescue queen, who's going to do our vote thanks. Thank you, everyone. And now we have spent our time here on behalf of the rescue team, the rescue father, rescue mother, and the rest of the team. I want to say thank you to and to my sister and dear friend, Benny Perman. And to all of you for being here today, as well as our international guests, we say God who save me, God bless you, and let's go for victory on November 14th.
So a very colorful endorsement has just been made here at the rescue center of the Unity Party on the airfield.
To do for all our benediction. Ladies and everyone, as we close the program, let me close on the party here. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. So ladies and gentlemen, we want to say thank you very much. This program is hereby brought to an end.
So
National Assistant Secretary General for Press, Publicity and Outreach. Thank you.
So folks, thanks so very kindly for watching. This is Cool TV, and I'm Sylvester Chudoplay, Ben bringing you this live coverage right here from the Rescue Center in the airfield, the community area. So thanks so very kindly for watching. Of course, Ambassador Joseph Wakai has just received a very colorful endorsement, and of course, I think this is the endorsement, the best endorsement so far for the Unity Party. Looking at the very excellent individuals or profiles that have just made their support. So the Liberian, the former vice president and Senate Barrow of the Unity Party, Ambassador Joseph Wakai. So former finance minister of Liberia, Honorable Amara Kone, who is also the senator-elect of Bapolo County, made an endorsement to Ambassador Joseph Wakai. And also you have the former Finance Minister as well, Dr. McIntosh, also making his support to Ambassador Joseph Boakai. And of course, you have the All Liberia Coalition Party standing barrel here today, and that's Mr. Lucini Kamara. Is also here representing his party. And of course, you have a calabash of both current and past government officials who have come to witness the endorsement ceremony of Ambassador Joseph Boakai by a prominent Liberian who made the endorsement today. So, folks, thanks so kindly for then following. Before we go, we would love to talk to a few of the supporters after listening to Honorable Amara Conan, Dr. McIntosh, and other people what they really make of the endorsement that Ambassador Boakai just received today. And of course, we are still live right here from the Rescue Center.